Boss of the 3-5, got my juice in the trees like when it's night, man, I see like no L's, no L's, no L's, no L's. Wash it out, man, I'm working. Raphael, man, I'm serving.
Previously.
Come on, dude. Hey, I'm in. Yeah.
Finish him.
Okay, yes guys, we're back here for another episode. Today we're taking it off the pitch and into the player's life. Okay, so today we're joined here by Kyren, who's our club skipper, and he's going to be talking today about his footballing career so far, what he wants to do in football in the future, and his goals and achievements for this season. So Kyren, talk to us about yourself.
I'm 16. I grew up in South London.
Okay, so we're back again for another episode. This time we're going off the pitch and into the player's life. So we're joined here today by club skipper Kyren, who's going to talk to us about his career so far, what he wants to do in football, and his goals and aspirations for this season. So Kyren, talk to us about yourself. So whereabouts you're from, talk to us about your youth football, and yeah, and your career so far. What's happening so far in your career?
I'm 16, grew up in South London, and so far in my career it's been good. I've been at Blxck for several years, but I literally just made a move to SCR. I play senior football. I also played for Peckham Town FC. They're under 23s, so it's been decent this year.
Cool. So talk to us about your youth football. So how old were you when you started playing football, and what was your first youth club, and how did you get into Blxck?
When I first started playing football, I say I was around 6, training by myself. I think I was training with like around my Millwall side, like around like Greenwich, I say. And my dad just started taking me football. He started me off. He started taking me football. I started playing with older men at that age as well. And I say, literally it's just been, since then, I've just been training by myself, just been working hard, trying to make it. Okay, cool.
So was there any clubs before Blxck? Was Blxck your first like youth club?
Blxck was mine.
Yeah. Okay. Did you play at school football?
Yeah, I played. I was going to be the captain when I was in year 5 for the year 6 team. Yeah, but I've joined a bit too late.
Fun fact for everyone that doesn't know, yeah, our coach John was actually Kyren's primary school teacher. Yeah, but you didn't know that, yeah? Coach John used to coach Kyren in primary school. Yeah, fun fact. So you signed for Blxck when you was youth. How old were you when you signed for Blxck?
Oh, I was 8. I think I was 8.
8, and you stayed there all up until now, innit? So talk to me about your time at Blxck. So was it successful there? Did you win a lot of silverware, individual accolades?
Yeah, at Blxck I won a lot. Like we won a lot of tournaments as well. Yeah, I think I was captain for a game we versus America, like some team in America. I was captain for that game. And yeah, I started as a centre back actually. Yeah, then I moved out to striker. Then I went back down to midfield now. Yeah,
cool. So did you win any individual accolades like player of the year, players player of the year, things like that, or not really?
No, I don't think I did. No.
Okay, well, about you said you played as a striker. So what was your goal scoring like?
No, in one season, my first season playing striker, I scored 18 goals. 18, that's good. Yeah, 18 goals.
That's good. Okay, so yeah, that takes you up. So you played up for Blxck up until what, under 15s, then isn't it? Under 16s. Okay, and then from there, obviously you had a few trials after school for different like football education programs, and yeah, you in the end you chose to come to the almighty DC. So talk to me about your time at DC. So we'll go back to pre-season. So talk to us about how your pre-season was, how that affected you for the season, how it prepared you for this season, and then talk to us about the season so far, how you thought the season's gone so far.
Going into pre-season, it was hard with Coach Kyren, because he's made us do a lot of running. Yeah, I think before that I wasn't really that fit. Yeah, before that I wasn't really that fit, but after I think now it's got me like a bit better, and also playing with like senior clubs now, it's got me like thinking more like when I'm on the ball, because before I think I just used to like just go for goal all the time, but now I have like game management way better. Yeah, so for those that don't know, Kyren is one of our few players that have actually made it into the senior football now, so they're now playing non-league football. So beginning of the season, obviously as we're attached with Peckham Town Football Club, he started playing for Peckham Town under 23s, and he was one of the star players there. The chairman of the first team wanted to play first team, and then
It was about what, October times? Yeah, October, November. I took him down for a trial at Sutton Common Rovers for the under 23s team. So he went and trained for the under 23s, and he's been there ever since, hasn't he? But he can tell the difference already, especially playing with men, and like the tempo as well. From what I saw you train as well, like the tempo and stuff. So talk to us about the tempo and the difference between youth football and men's football. Like, what have you learned, and like what have you taken into the men's game back into the youth football as you're playing for DC?
I think playing men's football compared to youth football is like, youth football you have more time on the ball because they don't really pressure as much, but playing men's football, like, you get closed down straight away, and like you're basically inviting the tackle if you keep it for too long, so you have to release it quicker, and say just be more physical as well. You need to be vocal, because obviously if you're not vocal then the men will just take you as a kid, like, yeah.
So yeah, like I said, I've had some good feedback. Obviously I was your coach at Peckham, I'm a coach now, and I've had some good feedback from SCR, so it's just trying to progress you to the next level now really. But talk to us about your time at DC. So how have you found the season so far? What are your targets this season, and yeah, what do you want to achieve as a team really?
My time at DC now, it's been good. I think that like the time now, like we've got a bit more players coming in. Yeah, the squad's getting more bigger and more better, and I say we just want to win the league. Since we're out the cup, we're literally just aiming for the league now. We're trying not to lose. Yeah, got unbeaten.
We lost against Sutton, but we're still unbeaten in the league. But as someone once said to me, are we a second half team?
I think, looking at it,
or do you think we was a second half team?
I think we was, but we've improved. We've improved, and now I think we're. I don't know, man. I think we're mainly. Okay, it seems like we're a second half team, but I don't think we are.
Because if you go back to pre-season, we was a second half team pre-season. Like, we was beating teams, but we was always winning the second half. Like, we'd be losing. Like, I think I lost my head about 5 times during pre-season. 4 was losing big score, and then second half, we just, especially like the last 15-20 minutes, we just turned the whole game in our head. But I think, like you said as well though, like, I think with the quality of players who got brought in now, and I think the training's a bit better as well, especially because we're now here, not at Pinners where the grass is affecting our training. I think like the quality's got better, and I think, you know, the sky's the limit in terms of what we want to do. Now, how does it feel to be the captain, and what your responsibilities being the captain of the club?
It feels, I'm honoured to be captain at this club. I'm honoured. I think it's good because being captain, it shows that like getting into players' head basically. Like, I'm trying to make them improve as well as myself, because when you're at training, seeing like today how I'm injured, seeing like how it is like being a manager basically, it's tough, because seeing like what they can do when they're on the pitch to what like you think you could do, if you get what I mean. Like, it's tough, man.
Yeah, of course. What have you found challenging about being a captain, and what have you found challenging so far being at DC?
To be honest, I haven't found anything being challenging, being a captain, because everyone listens. Yeah, it's just
you're a good team leader then.
Yeah.
What about any challenges at DC? Any challenges around, like in terms of either training or in a game situation or anything like that?
I think at the start of the season, it took me a long time to get into the game as well. I had to get like a few touches on the ball to get into the game, because a lot of the times I'll get the ball and I try to do something, but it don't work. But then later on into the game, it starts working out. So I think it's been tough getting into the games for me.
That's good. But yeah, we've got some plans for you in January, like we spoke about earlier. So it's some exciting plans for Kyren. But what are your goals for like in football in general, and how do you want to achieve that goal?
My goal is obviously to make it. Everyone wants to make it pro. I think achieving that goal, I have to go through the non-league level, because already how I'm getting senior football, I think before, if I just went to academy straight away, it'll be hard, because they just throw you straight into the deep end. Like, they don't teach you like the basics. So I think going through like senior football, like going up the leagues, will be better for me.
Good. Also, I've got to touch base on this. How is having John as like the head coach here, and his experience obviously playing in non-league and playing non-league since your age, how is that like what's the word I'm looking for? Like grafted you as a player and given you experience? Like, is it helping you? And like, have you learned a lot from John being here? Is it helpful him being here? And obviously telling you about obviously the footsteps you're doing, because obviously he went through the same path that you're going through, but obviously made it into like a conference National League player. So how has that been helpful? I
think having John like here, I think because he's a centre mid as well, it helps me as he trains with us and I see what he does, so I can like just what's the word?
Learn from him.
Yeah, it's learn from him. Yeah, it's learn from him.
And another thing as well I was gonna say, how you feeling that I'm back on the sidelines from January? How you feeling?
It's a bit scary.
Why is it scary?
Because all we do is just shout at the players.
But I've got an unbeaten record so far, so
yeah, it will be good. It'll be good for the boys because obviously John doesn't really like to shout. He just gives you that look. Yeah.
But we've seen in some of the videos though he does a BC team talk. So, but no, I think it'll be good for me to come back because I've been to one game this season, and that was when we won 14-1. We won 14-1, and I come late. But it'll be good to be back in January to obviously be along the sidelines and obviously coach you guys as well, because there's a lot that we want to try and implement in you guys, especially like people's positions as well. So, what footballer do you compare yourself to?
Well, to be honest, I compare myself to Kyren, you know.
Oh, is it?
Compare myself to Kyren.
I like that answer.
But people say I play like Kante. Actually.
Kante?
Yeah.
But Kante runs though. Kante runs though. But I think,
yeah, do
you know what I think it is? I think you're a mixture of a few players. I think in terms of your passing, delivery and stuff, I probably more compare it to someone like Xabi Alonso. Because De Bruyne plays higher up the pitch than you. And Xavi plays a bit deeper, which you play in it. So I probably compare it to someone like that. Obviously, I'm older than you, so Xabi Alonso is probably past your time. So if you want to play KDB, that's perfectly fine. But so you compare. Oh, I compare you to Xabi Alonso. Yeah. So what boots are you currently wearing during the season now?
The boots I currently wear Glitches. Glitches.
So Adidas Glitches. Yeah. How are you finding them so far?
Oh yeah, they're good, comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing the right for you. Yeah. Yeah. Good.
The boots that I want to get is the Puma Futures.
Puma Futures.
No. Yeah.
Puma Futures. Get them now. As the skipper said, if you go online now, Puma, you can get a 20% off on selected products on Puma. So go and check the link, which will be here. Click on Puma and get your 20% off Puma. Kyren, it's a pleasure speaking to you today. Have a good Christmas, and we'll see you guys after the new year. Peace out.
So the 3-5, got my juice in the trees like when it's night, man, I see like no L's, no L's, no L's, no L's. Wash it out, man, I'm working. Raphael, man, I'm serving.